So yeah, I just wanted to record a quick video today, and this is gonna be my first video ever, and I'll tell you why. I was watching a YouTube personality named, his name is Bonafide Hustler, one of the people I watch pretty regularly, and he made a good point in one of his videos. He said, if you ever had any kind of slight interest in getting into YouTube, if you ever thought that wouldn't it be cool if you had a YouTube page or a YouTube channel, now is the time to start getting in, because it's only gonna get harder and harder to monetize. Sorry, I'm going over a bumpy bridge that they're working on. They're trying to get the I guess create some walking paths on the side, so sorry about that. But this video, basically what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about my journey, or I guess my history, and my starting point as a reseller. And it was I do remember the first product I sold. I've been selling for about a year and a half now on eBay, and pretty much exclusively on eBay. I was introduced to this by YouTube, and kind of just by necessity, needing to make extra money, and kind of having heard, oh, actually I should give credit to Gary Vaynerchuk for all the time, those original videos back in 2000, I think it was end of 2016, 2017, when he was saying, if you're complaining about money, go to, get up early on a Saturday and go to a garage sale, and you can buy, stuff for pennies on the dollar and flip it. And so I was looking at myself saying, you know what, I do need more money, and I sleep in on Saturday, so hey, there's something that can be done there. And so that was kind of the first thought, or the first light bulb moment in my mind that kind of gave me the idea to go ahead and get into thrifting, getting to reselling. And then from there I did some exploration on YouTube, found Steve Rakin, found Bonafide Hustler, a bunch of different influences seem to be popping up every day. Seems to be a new one coming out. So yeah, did a lot of watching on YouTube, and then from there, decided that I should just throw some stuff online. So big Star Wars fan. I had a bunch of Star Wars stuff that was saved, I guess collected in a way, during the time, during my college years, and really wasn't doing me any good, so I figured I'd go online, start selling those. I had an Anakin Skywalker Black Series. That was the first product I ever listed. I was sad to let it go, but I saw that it was worth good money, so I went ahead and posted it. The thing sold really, really quickly, and it's a funny story because that thing sold maybe in the first couple days, and that was my first, adrenaline rush, cha-ching experience with eBay, and went ahead, got all excited. Went to the place, went ahead and bought a packaging to ship it in, and realized when I packaged it up, oh man, that's over a pound, and I'm gonna have to spend a lot to ship it. And so foolishly, and now I see how silly I was, I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm gonna skimp a little bit on the packaging and send it in a flat excuse me, a padded mailer. And guess what? First product sold, first return. Product came back to me. Client was really nice about it. Client was did some selling, and so he kind of walked me through the process and said, yeah man, if you're gonna sell a product that's $50, you're not gonna send it in a padded you're not gonna send it in a padded mailer. And he sent it back to me. He was real nice about it. Didn't give me any negative feedback, because that probably would have devastated me, but he didn't give me any negative feedback. He was cool about it, and I just refunded his product. He sent me back the toy. The funny thing about it is I sold it again in a week, and I sold it as is, with the packaging damaged, having traveled one time to, I think it was Massachusetts, and then back, and then I sold it to somebody else. So so thankfully that item was in enough demand that it conquered my inexperience and was able to be sold, even though I'm a dum-dum. But yeah, it was a great experience. And then from there I was hooked. The cha-ching, oh man, that thing hooked me. So everything I could find, I went up. I started watching 5 or 6 hours a day of YouTube, watching Steve Rakin, watching all the haul videos, everything that everybody had to say about thrifting and what's valuable and all that kind of stuff. And I've been on maybe a year and a half long obsession with that kind of thing, with thrifting and whatnot. So Here in Hawaii, we've got, let's see, 3 Salvation Armies, about 4 Goodwills, and maybe a couple of here and there thrift stores in between, 2 Savers. So it's not a bad, not a bad place to thrift. And in Hawaii, we've got a lot of Tommy Bahama, a lot of Tory Richard, Ren Spooner, Aloha shirts, those kind of things, Hawaiian shirts. I would say that's our biggest asset as far as geographically what we're all about. But decent pricing. It's constantly going up. But besides that, I think just a good place to thrift. And I think you can, if you are willing to learn, you can thrift anywhere. I mean, you're gonna find things that are undervalued, and you're gonna realize that, and those are gonna be your commodities. But that being said, I think things in Hawaii are nice. I think the way that things are set up here is nice. We've got some half-off days. We've got some actually $1.99 days at Goodwill. Those are awesome. So there's a couple of resources that we have here that I see that not every reseller has, but of course there's a lot of resources out there that other people have that we don't here. So it is what it is. Overall, I can say I love reselling. It's a very, very cool deal. And I wouldn't say I'm very, necessarily an expert in any niche. I don't think I'm, a superstar reseller in any way, shape, or form. But I know how to use a phone, and I know how to use the eBay app, and I know how to, do a couple of things. So that's where I'm at now. And moving forward, I'm looking to get into Amazon, possibly look into drop shipping a little bit. I know a couple of the big dogs that do thrifting are kind of dabbling or looking into drop shipping, and so I just like the idea of making money online. And it looks like the majority of people that do this don't do just one thing. They target and master one thing, and then they move on to something else that can also earn them some income. So I'm happy with how eBay has gone for the first year and a half. I'm looking forward to a lot more, and I'm looking forward to diversifying a bunch and trying to get my income streams up and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm all about. My name is Derek. I'm here in Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii, and yeah, excited about starting a YouTube channel. So talk to you guys soon. Aloha.